Okay, so let's have another go at this guy. I've looked up online, and I think I roughly know what to do now. It seems that you have to hit him in succession without actually getting hit. Now, nowhere does it hint at that. Right. Yeah, not impressed, Ubisoft, whatsoever. This is one of the cheapest, lamest boss encounters I've ever played. And it shows by all the comments in the guides and things that I've had to look at. Hey. Right, so from what I understand, you've got to hit him without being hit, but I don't necessarily understand how you do that if he automatically just hits you. And the feckin' control's being reversed, isn't it? I don't have time to react. Hang on. Why don't we have all our hearts equipped? 10. Yeah, I know it sounds like I might be ragging on this game, and to be honest, I don't give a fuck. This is bad game design. No game's made me angry like this in a very long time. See, it's just like, it's cheap for the sake of being cheap. You can't even get up and hit him. It even questions whether I'm going to have the patience to finish this Let's Play. I really don't think I've got the... Oh, fuck you, man! I'm going to apologise because I'm going to be raging here really bad. You motherfucker. It's insane how quick someone can ruin a game. Right, hit him. Oh, I gotta concentrate. Why couldn't they just, somebody say something like you have to do it without getting hit? There's like get a radio message or something. They can't just expect you to guess that you've got to do this in one shot without getting hit. That's just retarded. The sad thing is, I'm just speechless. I don't know what to say. See, I don't mind the game being hard, but when it just doesn't give you a chance, that's cheap. At all, Ubisoft. Not impressed. See, you would have thought that he could drop a hint in or something when he's talking all this shit to you. But no, nothing at all. It's really frustrating. When you see him on the screen, you automatically automatically push that button to attack him, but they have to reverse it. That's just such bad game design. It feels like they're just artificially trying to make the game hard for no reason whatsoever. Yeah, this just really isn't fun at all. I gotta be honest, if I wasn't Let's Playing this, I wouldn't finish it. Thank fuck for that. Yeah, it looks a bit like Morpheus. Oh, it's that amazing music again. And that's that. What a pity about the end boss. What a shame. I really enjoyed that apart from the end. The end completely ruined it. What a shame. I don't really know what to say now. I kept thinking all the way through it about how much I enjoyed it and how much fun it was until I got to the end, and I'm just like, all I can think in my head is like, nah, fuck this game. But that's a bit harsh. It was good. It was really good. Usually at the end of the game it gives you time to reflect and like enjoy that wave of accomplishment, but with this game there isn't any. It's just, God, it makes you so angry. So, to find out how to beat the final boss, I actually had to go onto YouTube and look a video up. And the video is just full of comments saying how much they hate the boss and how pathetic the boss is. And yeah, unfortunately I've got to agree. Yeah, there's one part of the game that's hard. And it's hard for the wrong reasons. So close to perfection. Ah well. However, I have finished it now, and I should be able to go on to a completely enjoyable game. A game that I've played, a series that I've had no end of entertainment. It's given me no end of entertainment throughout the years. That's the Resident Evil series. And then hopefully by the time I finish the Resident Evil series, we can come back to the main reason of why I made this channel in the first place. And that is going to be trying to LP as many Dreamcast games as I can. I just need to get one more connection. I can't believe that my boss fight video, I'm not sure where that video started now, but that's 47 minutes, so I'm going to have to cut that in half and fiddle that a bit. But oh man, that's made me so angry, that boss. All I can think about is how infuriating that was. Well, at least hopefully someone got some laughs from me raging. Oh man. How could they do that to their own game? That's so bad. Like, oh, I know, let's throw a final boss in, but you have to guess how to defeat it. By trial and error, over and over and over again. We're not going to put any clues in there. We're going to make sure by the time you finish this game, you're so pissed off. Ugh. God, I'm so angry. Oh. So, final thoughts on the game. Absolutely fantastic until the end. Yeah. There's a lot they could go with this. I'm glad they're making a second one. It will be interesting to see how that pans out. From the videos I've seen, it looks like the second game is going to be very different. Which could be good or bad, I suppose. I hope they don't change it too much. But, it's is such a shame about that end boss. I mean, the thing is, once you know what to do, it's easy. But you shouldn't have to go through that. I don't think. I really think that's really poor game design. But apart from that, I mean, the graphics were great. The sound is amazing. It has a wonderful sound track to it. Great characters. In fact, some of the best characters I've seen in a game for years. They really outdid themselves with that. Nice game world as well. Quite detailed, especially considering how old the game is. I mean, obviously we expect more these days. But yeah, for about a 10-year-old game, it was very good. Kind of an odd one though, isn't it? It's a really bizarre game, but really good. Yeah, I think Jade and Paige again on my Hall of Fame for best game characters ever. Double H not so much. I mean, he was entertaining, but I don't think he was quite up there with Jade and Paige. I think what was the computer guy called? I can't remember now. That Italian AI, Carlos? Was it Carlos? Yes, might have been Carlos. Was he Italian? Yeah, he's not Mexican. He's not Mexican. The Italian, yeah, guy. I wish they did a bit more with him because he seemed quite funny. Yeah, it's a good cast. But if I'd played that back in the day, without the internet, without having to find out how I honestly don't think I would have been able to get past that final boss. I mean, maybe I would have done eventually, but I think rage would have got to me. But would I suggest anyone playing it? Absolutely. I enjoyed it. I really did. Apart from the last hour, it was phenomenal. Really was. The story was pretty interesting as well. I think you didn't get too much story in this one, but then it was always meant to be a 3-part, so you can kind of understand that this was basically an introduction to the characters and the setting and the world, and then it would have opened up a bit in the second one. But well, maybe it still will, because the second one is on the way. So who knows? Jade Engine. I like the way they call it that. In fact, the character models and the animation kind of reminds me a little tiny bit of Time Splitters. I don't know if I've said that before. Time Splitters, the engine for that game was incredible. Like the animation and things they got out of it. Really good. In fact, it's practically a criminal offence that there hasn't been another Time Splitters this generation. In fact, it boggles the mind of how insanely popular those games were. They was on every platform. They made loads of them, and they were amazing. They were the multiplayer game of that generation. And here we are in a generation that is dominated by multiplayer goodness, and there hasn't been a single Time Splitters game. Yep, very bizarre. Now, is there going to be anything at the end of the credits? That's what I want to know. Because the ending was very short. It didn't really. You saw everyone come back to life, which is very nice. Kind of illustrates what we was fighting for in the beginning, but it's a very frustrating cliffhanger kind of ending, though, for all the people that played it 10 years ago. I can imagine, because they start opening up about Jade and then nothing. It kind of makes me think of Shenmue 2, the Dreamcast version, which actually has an extra chapter in it, I believe, over the Xbox version. And Wow, that's a painful ending on Shenmue 2. So here we are, nearly 15 years later, wanting to know what happened. Oh no, I just realised it was dark because it was a screensaver. Oh, my bad. The only reason we found that out was because the cat jumped on the controller. Bloody hell, these credits go on for a bit. Can we skip them? Let's just check. Did we get every achievement? We should have. Yes. Yep. In all fairness, I will probably never play that game again. Because of the end boss. I don't think I'd ever play that again. But anyway, let's finish the credits. Ooh, is something happening? We appear to be at the end of the credits. I had an estimation with Nikki that I'd be able to complete this game in 25 videos. I think it's going to be closer to 35 by the time I finish this. Damn it, the suspense. And it's the dawn of a new day. That's a nice scene there. Uh-oh. What's the matter with you, lad? Ooh, crap. Oh dear. Oh, you can't be serious. And they have no cure left. Bugger. So the game ends with Paige infected. Well, we're not going to find out anything about that for a good few years yet. Anyway, enough of all that. I know there's a lot of negativity towards the end of the game, but it was very, very stressful. But I did like the game overall. It was very good. I've been Sega Fan 1986. Thanks for watching. Next, Resident Evil 0.